All right. Hello, everyone. So today I have a very special video for you. I just received some brand new inks that I got full bottles of. I've just been on an ink bender lately, and I've been, buying some new samples, trying some stuff out, and, kind of slowly but surely figuring out what I like. Inks are very difficult for me because I'm a left-handed person, so not every ink works well for me. They might work well for others, but I have to pay attention to things like dry time and how well something either does or does not smear. So, I've been working my way through my little tray here. I have quite a lot of new samples, but so far, my absolute favorite is this Robert Oster Eucalyptus Leaf, which I currently have inked up in my latest pen acquisition, which is this Pelikan M400 white tortoiseshell. I love this pen, love the nib, and absolutely love Robert Oster Eucalyptus Leaf in that. But, I knew I wanted to grab some new inks, and I was like, well, since I still have a little bit left of this sample, which I will definitely, absolutely be buying a full bottle of, I wanted to try some more Robert Oster inks because I just fell in love with it just that quickly. So I picked up a couple colors from Robert Oster here, and I also picked up a Roher and Klingner, which, forgive me if I said that wrong, one of those inks. And, for any of you guys who are crazy fountain pen enthusiasts like me, these three colors that I have here are not going to be new to you. They are, the colors that everyone's been talking about. So we have Robert Oster African Gold, we have Robert Oster Deep Purple, and we have Roher and Klingner's Alt Gold Grun, which I think is how you say that. If I don't say that right, apologies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip to a page here. Maybe I'll flip a couple pages just in case. And so we've got a nice blank page here. I'm gonna pause the video for a second. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I was gonna run off and grab a clip, but I think what I'll do instead is use my clipboard to hold this open. That's what's handy. My ginormous paper clip is in my other room, and I don't feel like going across my apartment to go get that. So here's what we've got going on. So I'm just gonna use this to hold this book open. And here's what we're gonna do. I forgot to grab my swabs, so I'm gonna do that. So where do we start? I say let's start here with Alt Gold Grun. All right, so I don't know if any of you guys know, but my favorite color is green, so I'm always looking for a beautiful green ink, and I'm left-handed, so I'm gonna obviously, ooh, that's a very nice green. That's like a sweet pea green, and I appreciate that because I really like that. Ooh. I really like that. I'm trying to see if I can get any shading in there, but I doubt that I will. So I'm just gonna do that. All right, so that's swatch number 1. And you know what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to dip my TWSBI 1.1 stub into that ink because everyone knows that inks look different when they're actually in a fountain pen. So now I'm going to write the name. Wow, that's pretty. And I really like this color. I really like this color. It's a much lighter green than the Robert Oster Eucalyptus Leaf, which I really enjoy that it's a much lighter green because that gives me an excuse when my husband asks me why I need another green ink to just tell him it's very simple, husband. It's because it's two different greens. They are worlds apart. They look nothing alike, and just let me do this. Hopefully that argument works for me. All right, so next up we've got African Gold, which is another one I'm really excited about. I'm excited about this one because I don't think that I have anything else like this. Ooh, I definitely don't have anything like that. I would say the closest thing I have to this in my whole collection would be the, what's that color called? Gluon? Is it Gluon? I think it's Gluon from, why am I blanking? Colorverse. And that's like the closest thing I think I have to that, but I don't have anything as brown as this. So I'm really excited about that. I already forgot the name of this color. Forgive me. I have a like really terrible memory sometimes. African Gold. All right. So for those of you guys who are aware, my fingernails are this weird blue purple color that it is right now, not because I'm a dirty human being, but because I am using a hair dyeing conditioner that's black. So every time I style my hair or comb my hair or run my fingers through my hair, it does this again to my nails. So please know I'm not a dirty vermin of a human being. I'm a person who, just like you guys, are stuck in quarantine land and can't go get my hair done professionally, so I am unfortunately needing to do this, which is, you know, self-dyeing my hair at home. All right, so this I'm really excited for, this purple, because I don't currently have a single purple at all in my collection of inks. So I am excited to have something new, but I must say that I'm very interested in the fact that this purple that you guys are seeing here is 80 million times darker than I thought that it would be, which is not a bad thing. It's just, okay, see? In the pen, that reads as purple, but in the swatch, that looks almost black, so I was almost about to be disappointed and say, oh no, well, you're not really gonna know that's purple because it's nearly black, but in the pen, that's very obviously purple. So we are okay on that front. And I believe this is deep. Oop, I got my finger in the puddle of ink there. Gotta be careful, us lefties. Today, I believe, is also National Left-Handers Day, so if you're a left-hander out there, happy our day, because everyone thinks that we're backwards every other day of the year, so I'm gonna fully celebrate this day. I woke up this morning and I rolled over and I told my husband happy left-handers day, because we're actually both left-handed, and he was like, that's actually a thing? And I was like, yeah, I didn't know either, but we are definitely gonna celebrate it because, you know, we both have lived our lives with everyone telling us that we're wrong about everything because we happen to be left-handed. So, all right, so here we are back at our lovely ink swatch. And you know what? Because I have them nearby, I'm gonna go ahead and swatch for you my closest colors to these two so that you guys can just get that side-by-side comparison going and you can see what it is that I'm talking about, because I think you'll enjoy it. So I'm going to grab the Robert Oster Eucalyptus, and I'm gonna be very, very ginger about how much of this I use for the swatch because I love this color and I really don't want to waste it. So we're just gonna use that much and hope that's enough. Ooh, interesting. I don't know if it's because I didn't do a very deep Q-tip, so I'll just add a little bit more. Nope, that's how it appears on paper. Now that's wild. That's really, really wild to me, because this color is so much more vibrant than this Q-tip swab would have you believe. That is not at all what I get in the pen, and I will grab that pen in a second, but let me quickly do my other swatch with glue on so that you guys can see what that looks like as compared to African Gold. But I can tell you right now, right off the bat, that swatch of Robert Oster Eucalyptus Leaf does that color absolutely no justice. So if all I had to go off of was that swatch, I probably would never buy that color. But because I've inked it already into a pen, I know what it truly looks like, and I can tell you it is gorgeous. All right, so here we have Colorverse Glue On, right on down there. Now, if you guys saw me shaking the bottle a little bit, there's a very good reason for that. I'm not insane. That is because it has these like particles of shimmer in it that I was trying to get down into the color, but I also don't feel like shaking the bottle for half an hour, so that's gonna have to be good enough. But here's what I'll quickly do. Now that I've just freshly shook that up a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and dip my same TWSBI into that color and write it down. This is okay, so that's should have done that with all of them, but I didn't. But in any case, just so you guys can see, that is the color that you get when you write with Colorverse Glue On. So it's a much more, I would say, mustardy yellow than this Robert Oster African Gold, which definitely is reading as a more brown peachish color, if you could say. But in any case, let me stop yammering on and grab my, where's my fountain pen? Sorry, forgive me for being lost. All right, so here, are you guys ready? So this is my Pelikan M400 that is currently inked with this Robert Oster Okay, so as you can see, inked into the pen, this Robert Oster Eucalyptus Leaf is so much more vibrant and rich than it looks on the swatch. So I hope that this was helpful for you guys, but as you can see, obviously I have a little bit of a theme going without even knowing it, without even trying. I made this work, and that's always great for me whenever I, you know, by mistake happen to make things just work together. But I'm really excited that I can both have Eucalyptus Leaf and Alt Gold Grun in my collection and not worry that they're the same green or they're too similar. I love green inks, but these two are honestly worlds apart and gorgeous in their own right, so I'm really excited about that. And I'm really glad that I, you know, just went ahead, because I almost canceled this color and got the full bottle Eucalyptus Leaf because I knew I loved it, but I really wanted to try this, and I wanted to trust everyone's reviews out there who'd I've, you know, been watching and who have loved this ink, and I totally understand why. The real test for me will be to see if this is left-hander friendly. That I have no clue or opinion on yet, but having written for the past several days extensively with this pen, which it has, I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's writing pretty thick, and this is a medium nib, so it's definitely not putting down fine lines. And I am definitely, I mean, by most accounts that might be a bold. And so I'm putting down pretty thick lines with this pen, writing one line after another, and I'm experiencing absolutely zero smudging or issues as a left-hander at all with this ink. So I'm in love, love, love. And that's what encouraged me to go ahead and pick up 2 bottles of Robert Oster just right off the bat, because I'm like, if that's going to be the case with the entire line, this might be my brand of choice. The other brand that I'm not having any issues with smearing is also Colorverse. I have Photon. I have a full bottle of Photon here, which is this big fat chubby guy. And this one, zero smudging as well, and that's inked up in a medium nib pen, which is my Pilot Metropolitan. However, I will say that the glue on, which has the shimmer in it, does smear ever so slightly for me as a left-hander, and it's just enough for me to be like, I don't think I need to buy that ink, so I'm happy that I have a really small bottle of it because I don't need that. But in addition, I also have this ink charger from Ferris Wheel Press, and I have inked up the center color here, which is buttered popcorn, into a Lamy Safari with a medium nib. And I also do not have any issue with this ink smudging. So honestly, guys, I think what I'm starting to discover is that it's all about the brands. And I think that Robert Oster, Ferris Wheel Press, Colorverse, so long as you don't get the shimmer, are all left-hander approved brands for fountain pen ink. I also am having good success with my samples that I've gotten from Monteverde, which I have a sample of this birthday cake, which is a light purple. It's definitely certainly lighter than that. And you know what? Just in the spirit of equality and the fact that I, already started down this path and now I want to make, I totally lied, guys, and I'm not done with this video yet. I'm sorry. So what I'm going to do is just dip this in and just give you a by comparison of this purple to the Robert Oster Deep Purple, and you guys can obviously see there's a very, very big difference there. So yeah, I have this whole scheme happening that I'm really happy about that I did not plan out. And that birthday cake by Monteverde is inked up currently in my Sailor Shikiori Pro Gear Slim. I'm not going to write all that. Oh, sorry, I'm writing the pen's name. This was Monteverde. And this is birthday cake. All right, so also I'm not experiencing any smearing with this ink either, which makes me super duper very much happy. And just so you guys are aware, I'm not using this Tomoe River paper on a regular basis at all for my normal writing. I have given up on this paper for me as a left-hander, so I am 100% doing all of my writing in my B6 Stalogy, so that's where I have had no issues with these inks smearing. So just so you know, the type of paper I'm working with that I'm doing my writing on is Stalogy paper, and I've approved for left-handers Roher and Klingner, Robert Oster, because I've used that extensively. Roher and Klingner, I will not left-hand approve it yet because I haven't done extensive writing with it. I have done extensive writing with Colorverse and Monteverde, and I would definitely recommend those two brands as well as Ferris Wheel Press. So I really, really hope this video was helpful to you guys in some way, and if it is and you want to see more of this type of video, please leave me a comment and let me know. Bye.